headed to the south side of Corpus Christi on Wednesday afternoon and got a chance to talk to head coach Yeager and the Veterans Memorial Eagles about their big win on Tuesday night over the Ray Texans. We also talked about the big matchup tonight with Moody. Talking here with head coach Yeager, and Coach, you and I talked early in the season about how you're missing some key pieces coming into this season, but coming off of a tournament there at Gregory Portland where you guys outscored your opponents something like 63-9. How important has it been for these other guys to come in and just kind of keep you guys afloat until you can get those pieces back?
Yeah, I mean, our depth is showing a little bit because we got some guys that are going in and making some plays for us and having some good at-bats for us. And, it's not like we're missing a ton of people. We're just missing some key pieces. So, the other guys are picking them up and giving us a chance to win some games. So, offensively, I thought we swung it real well this past weekend. And, hopefully we can continue that on throughout the week.
And then you guys picking up a big district win against a Ray Texan team that's playing some really good baseball right now. And, Kevin Goss and the Texans able to keep you guys scoring only 2 runs off of them. But you guys held them off. I mean, the late rally in that ball game, bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs, they loaded them up. Mm-hmm. Had the tying run at second, the winning run at first base, but you guys were able to get the final out on them. So it seems like you guys just finding different ways to win right now. Just tell me, what was the feeling after the final out in that ball game?
Well, going into that game, there's a little nervousness because we just don't know where we are. We don't know where we're supposed to be or where we fit into this thing. And, until we play more games in district, we probably won't know that. So certainly Ray feels like they should be in the mix as well. And with that lineup they have and that roster they have, they should be. They probably will be. So, Kevin was a tough out for us. We had a really battle, and, we got some guys thrown out, but we wanted to put some pressure on them, and we did. And I think that pressure was ultimately the kind of determining factor. We scored a run late that we put a little pressure on them on the bases, and they made some mistakes. And then obviously at the end of the game, we walked a couple guys and got ourselves in a little trouble. But we had a guy positioned in right field where he could make a play on a line drive, and we're just lucky to get out of there with a win. But the good thing is we have to win those games. If we're going to be in the mix, we can't fall behind the 8 ball, and that's kind of our plan right now.
Absolutely, Coach. It's a grind, man. This is arguably one of the toughest districts in the state, and no chance to rest. You guys get Moody next on Friday, and let's talk little bit about the Trojans coming in. I believe they're like on a seven game win streak. They picked up a key win on Tuesday night as well over Curiel. And what's going to be the key for you guys to get the victory on Friday night?
Well, the key's we're going to have to hit. I mean, some of our injuries are going to be on the mound, and we're going to have to throw some guys that we may not have planned on throwing in this game. So, we're going to have to hit, and those guys are going to have to throw strikes. If they throw strikes and give us a chance, I think we'll be okay. But, Moody's swinging the bat really well, and, they're a quality ball club, and they could put up a 6 spot in an inning. It's easy. So you got to navigate that lineup, and that lineup's pretty good. And I think they're in the same position with us as far as pitching goes. I'm sure they're not sure who they're going to throw either. So hopefully we can just outslug them a little bit, or maybe we can get a guy to throw a gem for us. You never know.
Talking here with Nick Reyes. Nick, first of all, let's talk a little bit about the status of the team. Where are you guys at right now?
We're feeling good. We're swinging the bat well. We're barreling a lot of balls up and playing good, solid defense right now. We're trying to minimize on mental mistakes, and we're playing just real good baseball right now.
And let's talk a little bit about you guys picking up a big win on Tuesday night against the Ray Texans. You secured that final out for the victory. Just tell me what that felt like. I mean, those guys making a comeback there in the bottom of the 7th inning and loaded them up, and you were able to secure the final out. Just tell me the feeling right there.
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, I always want to do anything I can to help my team win. So, to secure that final out and get us a win in district play, it felt great.
Talking here with Xavier Perez. Xavier, let's talk first about the state of the team. Where do you guys feel like you're at right now?
We're feeling pretty good. We got a big win yesterday. Our bats are finally starting to roll. A lot of the younger players and the first-year varsity players are starting to get to swing it pretty well. So we're happy with where we are.
And let's talk a little bit about that victory over the Ray Texans on Tuesday. It was a 2-0 victory, but the Texans, man, they took it all the way to the end, did not give up, loaded up the bases on you guys. Tell me a little bit, I know you were on the mound for the Eagles. Tell me a little bit about how you felt once that final out was made and you guys secured that victory.
Yeah, well, every team out here is going to come and compete until the last out, so you can never let your guard down. And once that final out was made, I'm pretty sure everybody was pretty excited about that.
After talking with the Eagles, I headed out to Moody High School where the Trojans were wrapping up practice for the night. I got a chance to talk to head coach Joe Curiel and his 2 middle infielders about that big win over Carroll High School on Tuesday night, their first district win of the season, and also about the big matchup with the Eagles tonight.
Let's talk a little bit about after a big win on Tuesday night, talk about the status of the team, some things that you saw that your team improved upon on Tuesday night.
The main thing is getting on base, the base percentage, and getting them over and getting them in. I think we did a better job of scoring the runs and scoring position. We did a lot of good 2-out hitting, 2-strike hitting. So I think the improvement there on the offensive side was good, the improvement. But our pitching, we've been successful in going there and throwing strikes, and Richie did a good job last night. But our main focus is pitching to contact and let our defense work.
Speaking of your defense, an error-free ball game there against Carroll, how important has that been to get these guys playing good defense, making the routine plays behind your pitchers?
Correct, definitely. That's what we talk about. It's tough enough over there to get on the mound and throw strikes and try to be in that moment. But like I said, making the routine plays and making some tough plays. It's like last night, got us out of some jams and put us in a great position and got the second out to the third out. So it was good for our defense to work like that.
And Coach, let's talk about the win over Carroll and how important it is for you guys to get in the win column in district. I mean, you have a good overall record, but district is where it really counts, and you guys get in the win column and getting that win over Carroll. How big is that for you guys going forward?
That's big in this district. Every win is going to it's a tough one, and like I said, every team goes out there and with their best, and we got to perform to our best of our ability that day. And that's the key thing is to play relaxed, to play with confidence for one. But the main thing is getting the job done by making the routine plays.
And Coach, let's talk about your opponent on Friday night, the Veterans Memorial Eagles. You guys 7 in a row. They're coming off 6 in a row. And they, too, got a big win on Tuesday night over the Ray Texans, a 2-0 victory over at Whataburger Field. What's going to be key for you guys, do you think, to be able to get another win, another big district win?
And definitely, like I said, tough team, tough opponent. We just like I said, we got to go in there from the first pitch to the last pitch, play errorless baseball, and do the little things right. Do the little things, getting the guy over and getting the guy in. So that's the main key. And of course, you got to go and pitch against those 9 guys that could hit. So that's our job coming Friday. Just to stay one pitch at a time.
Here at Moody High School, talking with Aiden Gonzalez and Derek Hernandez, middle infield for the Moody Trojans. And Aiden, let's start with you. Let's talk a little bit about the where you guys are at as a team here this part of the season.
Yeah, I feel like we just we definitely got the people capable of winning and competing. We gotta stay within ourselves. Gotta stay humble. We gotta go out there and do what we gotta do. I feel like our pitching's been on point. Our pitchers doing what they need to do, and on the hitting side, we need to come through, and our defense needs to stay strong. That's what's gonna win games for us. But no, we definitely got the people capable of winning games. We gotta go out there and do it.
And Derek, what would you say?
I'll feed off what Aiden's saying, mainly about the pitching part. I think we have the pitching for the most part, and I think we lacked bringing runners in our first 2 games, and this game against Kern, we finally brought it all together. I think if we could feed off that energy, we'll be good throughout the season.
And let's talk a little bit about that Carroll game. A big win for you guys. You were coming into that ball game 0-2 in district play, and you mentioned pitching, and Richie Roman done a really good job for you, just a sophomore, and he's done a great job. So he did the job, but let's talk about that defense a little bit. You guys were error-free against him, and then, like you said, got the sticks rolling. I think it was 10 hits for you guys and an 8-1 victory. So let's talk about that Carroll victory. And Aiden, how important was it for you guys to finally get in the win column in district?
Yeah, we were going in the game, 0-2. We knew that was a must-win game for us, that we had to go and win that game. And, we went out there, we did our job, we moved runners over, we had sack flies, we scored runs in. And once you get hits, you're just going to keep on getting more hits. That's how baseball works. So you just we need that little spark to get us, and we did pretty good against Curiel, so we're going to feed off that and take it for the rest of the season.
And Derek, tell me a little bit, talk about your teammate Richie and the job that he's done for you guys so far coming in.
Richie's a hell of a teammate, man. He's there whenever he's not pitching, and when he's pitching, he stays locked in throughout the game. And he's been a big part of this team. Without him, I don't think we'd be where we're at. He's a key part of this team, pitching wise, and in the dugout is a good teammate.